Hey everyone, welcome to, I can't believe I'm saying this, but my final episode of Star Trek the Original Series. I'm thinking let's get right into the episode and then we'll talk a little bit more about whatever we want to at the end of this, but let me just say that this has been such an amazing experience and I've been loving every moment of it. I have met a lot of awesome people during this journey. You guys, of course. Um, the journey is not ending. We have the animated series. We're going to do Star Trek Continues, which isn't official, but still going to be a lot of fun, I can tell. And then we're going to move on to the movies and then more after that. So we do have more time with these characters specifically, but it's still the end of an era. For those of you that have stuck with me this long, all the way since the beginning, I want to thank you guys. Oh, and a lot of you guys found me first through the Wrath of Khan video that I did. And just because I know people are going to be asking, because people always do, ask if I'm going to rewatch Wrath of Khan. Yes, we're going to watch it again. So anyways, let's get to this final episode. This is episode 23 of season 3. It's not technically the final one, but this is the last one that I'm watching. I've watched all the others. So this is called All Our Yesterdays.
We have calculated that Beta Niobe will go nova in approximately 3.5 hours. Sarpedon is a Class M planet. Now our instruments show that no intelligent life remains on the planet.
Maybe they evacuated.
How can a whole planet full of people just disappear?
I think it could be anything up to mass suicide.
Reports deny that they had any space flight capability.
That's dark.
This appears to be an archive or a library of some kind.
I am the librarian. May I be of assistance?
Mr.
Atos. I had thought that everyone had long since gone.
Where'd they go?
You say everyone is gone? Where'd they go?
If you wish to trace a specific person, but that information is confidential.
Just people in general. Where did they go?
Ah, you find it difficult to choose, but perhaps I can help. Would you step this way, please? May I help you? I'm sure you'll find something here that pleases you.
Is it like a virtual reality thing?
What is your particular field of interest?
What about recent history?
It's too bad. We have so little on recent history. There was no demand for it.
It doesn't have to be extensive. Just the answers to a few questions.
Reference services available at the desk. You're very late. Where have you been?
Just how many of you are there?
Are people being digitized into whatever reality they choose? I'm not sure what's going on with this guy, though. Are they clones? Are they androids? Are they holograms? All our yesterdays.
Everyone on this planet was warned of the coming nova long ago. They followed instructions and are now safe.
Safe.
Where did they go?
Wherever they wanted to go, of course.
And you personally sent all these people?
Yes. Of course, I had to delegate the simple tasks to my replicas.
Replicas. Oh, so he's the original?
Are the real one, Mr. Atos.
I am the real Mr. Atos.
Do they
Matter
all
of
think
fact,
they're the
he's
real
quite
one?
real, Joe.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Let us take you with us to a place of safety.
I plan to join my wife and family when the time comes. Think of yourselves. Make your escape before it's too late.
I can already tell this is going to be right up my alley.
History of the planet is available in every detail. Just choose what interests you the most. But remember, you're very late.
Yes, we'll choose it as quick as we can. How long till Nova?
3 hours, 13 minutes.
I think you'll find something interesting over here. If these won't do, I can bring you another file.
The Wild West. But if they're still on the planet somewhere, even if they're digitized, wouldn't it still just be destroyed by the supernova?
Exactly what is it that I'm expected to select?
The period in which you're interested.
I see. This is a fascinating machine. What is it?
This is the Atavachron. Return and make your selection.
Thank you, Mr. Atos.
Hmm? Where's that coming from?
Wait, I haven't prepared you.
Oh, did he go somewhere? Oh, we're swashbuckling.
You must be prepared.
Nope, they gotta go get their captain back. Oh, they went
What is
to
this
it.
place?
That's the place you were looking at.
Defend yourself.
We're fencing? Hey, I feel like he's got a pretty good technique. Not that I know anything about fencing, but his form looks good. Why is this even an option?
Heating this boulder may provide some temporary heat. Something's preventing my phaser from operating.
Oh, thank you, man.
Are you all right?
You're a bully fine coup for all of that. What a handsome dish you serve them, a coxcomb. Ooh.
I have no idea what she's saying.
Me to the library. You'll be safe there.
Where's library?
Do you remember whether I came through some kind of door?
I think the Rumgul must have kicked you into head.
No, it must be here someplace.
Jim! Jim, can you hear us?
Oh,
Bones? Spock?
Apparently, they've all escaped the destruction of their world by retreating into its past.
Mercy on us. It's
The past?
spirits.
No.
the pass?
Are you in the library?
Indeed
Oh.
not. We're in a wilderness of Arctic characteristics.
That's why nobody wanted recent history. But
Opening time portals to the past.
I was looking over some material about the Ice Age.
My friends are coming back with reinforcements.
so they're in different time periods, but they're still in the same time. So they didn't actually time travel.
Thievery and purse cutting?
That is a mistake. I'm no thief.
What's happening?
Lord help us, what's that?
It's spirits.
It's God.
You must be close to the portal.
Keep talking now.
We must find shelter.
Oh, this is very interesting concept. We get some really cool sets too. Uh-oh.
Leave me here, Spock.
We go together or not at all.
My hands and face are frostbitten. I can't feel my feet.
That's not good.
Go try to find Jim.
We go together.
You stubborn, thick-headed Vulcan.
Oh. Someone else decided to go to this time? So that's why they need to be prepared. For whatever time they're going to, they're gonna need different things. Oh, this is much better. Oh, I love the texture on the rock surface. Looks really good. Get him a blanket.
Unfortunately, he is the doctor, not I. Perhaps if he's kept quiet and warm, he may recover naturally. It is agreeably warm here.
What are you called?
I'm called Spock.
Forgive me. I've never seen anyone who looks like you. Why are you here? Are you prisoners too?
Prisoner.
Is one of the places Zorkon sends people when he wants them to disappear.
Oh? Who? Zorkon?
It was sent here by mistake. My home is a planet millions of light years away.
How wonderful. I've always loved books about such possibilities, but they are only stories. I must be imagining all this.
Oh.
I'm going back.
Oh, poor thing.
You are not imagining this.
I've been here for so long.
All by
Alone.
herself.
Is he dying?
I'm really curious about what's going on here.
Here, there's the
We
malt.
get so many interesting sets here. I love it.
You're the thief who talks to spirits. Where are you from?
An island. It's called Earth.
I know no island Earth.
I never saw that woman before tonight.
And you deny being her accomplice.
Yes, I deny it. I was reading in the library when I heard her scream.
Perhaps Your part in this is innocent.
He speaks to unseen spirits. He's a witch.
I heard the spirit talk to him. He answered and did call it bones.
Surely you don't believe.
Well, he definitely jumped at the bringing up of the library.
In the library.
I know nothing
library.
of this. Nothing of these matters. I will not hear it.
At least let me talk to you!
So, did everybody come here to these different recreations of these time periods to live out the rest of their lives and forget about the impending doom that they can't escape or survive from? And so when he brings up the library, it's just a reminder that soon everything's gonna be destroyed. So he doesn't want to hear about it. It's frightening and it's upsetting.
Coy, wake up.
Who are you?
My name is Sarah Beth.
What about Jim?
Doctor, you're in no condition to get up. You lie down and rest. I shall attempt to find the captain.
Don't you worry about me. You do just fine, yeah.
He's so worried about his captain and his friend Spock. And that's always how he's been. That's always how all of them are. They'll sacrifice themselves for each other.
Spock.
Whoa!
Zarabeth, will you show me where the time portal is?
But your friend, he is ill.
How is it so warm in here that she could wear so little when it's so cold out there?
But he is no longer in danger of death. And if I remain here, no one of our party would be able to aid Captain Kirk.
You make it sound like an equation.
Well, it should be an equation. I should be able to resolve this problem logically.
But he can't because he's emotional about it. Right?
You said that you were brought here as a prisoner. May I ask?
Why? My crime was in choosing my kinsmen unwisely. 2 of them were involved in a conspiracy to kill Zor Khan.
Zor Khan, the tyrant.
Zor Khan.
He used the Atavachron to send us places no one could ever find us.
I must return to Mr. Ataz and the Atavachron.
Is Ataz Zarkon?
I can't go through the portal again. I will die.
Why?
None of us can go back. When we come through the portal, we are changed by the Atavachron. Our basic cell structure is adjusted to the time we enter.
So will they age?
You can't go back.
Are you still here, Spock?
I told you to go.
It is impossible to look for him, Doctor. We cannot go back. If we attempt to return to the library, we shall die.
Maybe it's a lie that was told to the people that are prisoners so that they wouldn't try to get back.
The people of this time believe in witches, and witchcraft is what I've been accused of. I don't have much chance unless I can get to the prosecutor.
Give me your cup.
Okay. That looked good. Some kind of stew with like carrots and potatoes? Nice one.
Jailer!
I'm being falsely accused, you know that. There are no such things as witches.
If they hear you, they will burn you for such beliefs. Do not let them hear you. There are witches! What are you doing?
So are some of these people just part of the program?
You came here from the future, just as I did. Therefore, you too are a witch. I beg you.
Or are they actually in the past?
It would burn me.
Then help me. Help me return to the library. I've lost my way. I must get back there.
You cannot get back. The Atavachron has prepared our cell structure and our brain patterns.
I was not prepared. Your Mr. Atos did not prepare me in any way.
If you were not transformed, you can only survive for a few hours here in the past.
Oh, he didn't prepare them with the device, so they can go back if they do it in time.
You are a beautiful cook. Have you ever been told that?
Not recently.
Oh, well, you'll find that Spock is quite delinquent in those matters.
I hadn't noticed it.
She likes Mr. Spock.
You'll notice a distinct difference in our approach.
Really?
He's trying to get the girl.
I'm the doctor around here.
And known as the worst patient in the entire crew of the Enterprise.
I wonder where she is.
5,000 years in the future.
So if they are indeed in different times, I guess the library it still connects them. But then what happens when the library is destroyed? I guess that connection is lost.
We can only hope that he's well wherever he is.
What do you mean we can only hope?
What's the point of rehashing that subject? We can't get back.
I don't believe it, Spock. It's just not like you to give up trying.
Get this through your head. We can't get back. Now, do you understand?
Yes, I understand. You want to stay here. As a matter of fact, you're highly motivated to stay.
Is he?
Now, you listen to me, you pointed-eared Vulcan.
I don't like that. I don't think I ever did, and now I'm sure.
What's happening to you, Spock?
Nothing that shouldn't have happened long ago.
He lost his temper. What is happening? Oh, he's scary when he's like that.
Long ago. Of course.
Long ago. Before the Vulcans extinguished or suppressed their emotions. That's the word, suppressed. Before that technique was a thing.
This is where it is.
They're highly
I can't
emotional
remember the exact spot.
without that suppression. Oh.
That's it. I cannot wait any longer.
Is he gonna get a running start? Or he's just leaving so he doesn't get caught? Yeah, we're back!
Kirk Enterprise, come in. How much time before the sun blows up?
17 minutes.
Whoa.
Prepare to warp out and stand by. Kirk out.
17 minutes. That's not a lot of time.
May I help you? It's you. Now let me process you through the tabernacle.
No. My friends and I are from another planet. I'm going to find the exact disk that they were viewing.
Mr.
Atos!
I must prepare to escape.
That old man didn't stand a chance.
You are evidently a suicidal maniac.
If you help me, we won't die. I promise you that.
I don't trust you. I regret what I must now do.
You don't really want to hurt me, do you? You've been trying to save my life. I realize that.
Oh! Well, I thought it was gonna work. I thought he got through to him, but nope. 17 minutes, dude!
I'm here against my will, too, just as you are.
I'm sorry.
Do you know what it's like to be alone? Really alone?
I know what it is like.
Have something to eat, please.
If it pleases you.
A little bit of a smile.
This is animal flesh.
Oh, there's not much else to eat around here, I'm afraid.
Carnivore diet. I heard it can be good for you.
This will have to do as the only source of nourishment.
Looks like beef jerky.
Zorkan only left me what was necessary to survive. Everything I needed to live, except companionship.
Oh, he prepared this whole habitat.
To send me here alone, if that is not death, what is?
To send such a beautiful woman into exile. Please pay no attention. I'm not myself. I'm behaving disgracefully. I have eaten animal flesh and I've enjoyed it. What is wrong with me?
Oh.
I tell you, you're beautiful.
Well, yeah, you were telling the other girl the other week, the clown minders, that she was beautiful. Now, did they bring up at some point that Vulcans are vegetarians and I just forgot? Wow. Spock's getting the kissing scene. Well, I mean, I think it's his second one, but... Aww.
You are beautiful.
Just stay where you are, sir.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Ooh.
You're going to help me look for my friends.
You're a most determined man.
We're running out of time. You guys need to get your shit together.
They were in a frozen waste. I could hear the wind.
It must be the Sarpedon Ice Age, 5,000 years ago.
Spock.
Spock's gone.
Or did you just accept Zarabeth's word because it's what you wanted to believe?
You were told the truth. If Zarabeth is the source.
Zarabeth is a woman, condemned to a terrible life of loneliness.
Oh.
You said we can't get back.
The truth is, you can't get back. She would do anything to prevent that life of loneliness. She would even murder me.
Go ahead, Zarabeth. Tell Spock the truth.
Tell Spock you killed.
Spock's gonna mess you up, dude.
Are you trying to kill me, Spock?
Think. What are you feeling? Rage? Jealousy?
This is impossible. I am a Vulcan.
Think, man. What's happening on your planet right now is this very moment.
War?
My ancestors are barbarians. Warlike barbarians.
You're adverting to your ancestors 5,000 years before you were born.
I've lost myself.
But this doesn't affect Bones? What are humans doing 5,000 years ago? Were they even a thing?
Can we go back?
I don't know. I only know that I can't go back.
I know I'm gonna try, Spock. Because my life is back there, and I want that life.
The acting is really good in this episode by these two. I'm digging it.
You think that's the right one?
I don't know.
That doesn't look the same.
Well, try calling out.
Bones! Spock! You've got the wrong one.
Let me go.
Try again.
There's no portal here, Doctor. It's hopeless.
That looks like it. It's very windy.
Spock! Here we are, Jim.
Follow my voice.
Stick a foot through or something so they can see.
Spock.
Boy, this must be it.
What are you waiting for? Hurry!
You start ahead, Doctor.
You got like 13 minutes left or something by now. Maybe less.
I do not wish to part from you.
I cannot come.
How much time do we have?
Scotty, how much time is there?
You've got to come aboard now.
Come on, Spock. Now.
He just shoved him into the rock.
It's because they originally went through the portal together.
You can't get through unless you both come back at the same time.
Orders or no, I'm beaming you up first.
No, wait.
Hurry up! Oh, this is really tragic though for her. Oh, that's gonna make her loneliness even worse because she had a taste of companionship. Oh, well, he went somewhere.
He had his escape planned. I'm glad he made it.
There's no further need to observe me, Doctor. As you can see, I returned to the present in every sense.
But it did happen, Spock.
Yes, it happened. But that was 5,000 years ago. And she is dead now. Dead and buried. Long ago.
Beam us aboard.
Wow. Cutting it close. Wow. What an interesting concept. Like that. Okay, that was a fun episode for so many different reasons. I don't know if it was necessarily like a way better ending to the season as the previous episode that we watched, The Turnabout Intruder. I enjoyed both of them. This one though, this one was right up my alley with the mystery that they posed and just the whole thing that was going on with the time travel, with the sending people to different places and well, I guess they're sending them to the same place but different times. And I had a lot of theories until we kind of figured out exactly what was going on. And I'm not going to pretend that it makes perfect sense to me, but yeah, so they went back in time to wherever they want to go and they're going to live out their lives in the past and live a full life, hopefully, die of old age or something, at least not die from a supernova. And even though they were in different time periods, the contraption, the machine, the library itself, the portal, everything was kind of connected. And then once the star goes supernova, then the library and all that will disappear, so the portals will be gone, but all the people that got sent out, it seems like they wouldn't have been able to come back anyways. It's just, that's really interesting. So that's the way that they saved themselves. So some of the peoples in that time were actually from that time. And I guess there was this guy, Zarkon or whatever, who was a dictator, very bad, mean person who would send people who he didn't like or for whatever reason to exile in the past. I have a lot of questions that there are no answers to, but I would love to have had more of this. Like if it was made into a feature-length film where we could really flesh out the history of this planet and Zarkon and how this device, I don't remember what it's called, I'm sorry. Who built it? Was it Zarkon? I don't remember if they mentioned that. And then how Akaz came to be the one who was in charge of it, and it's just really interesting. But didn't they say early on in the episode that they didn't have like spacefaring capabilities, but they were able to like invent time travel? That's kind of strange. I always love an episode where Spock gets to, or where Leonard Nimoy gets to act in a different way than what Spock normally is. If he's, Spock is compromised in some way, or someone else is inside his brain, inside his body, like in the episode Return to Tomorrow. So I recognize the name Jean Lisette Eroest, or however you say it. She wrote another episode that I really enjoyed, Is There in Truth No Beauty? And I'm looking, it looks like those are the only 2 episodes she wrote. And I really like both of them. I like this one a whole lot. So like I was saying, Spock got to be out of character and show emotion, and this anger was like really scary when he was coming at McCoy like that. And Bones got a lot of good screen time, a lot of good lines, some really good acting. I really, really, really enjoyed him in this one. I think this is one of my favorite like episodes as far as Bones' involvement in it. And I really liked the stuff that Spock and Bones were doing on the 5,000 years ago. The stuff that Kirk was doing was, the set was really cool. I loved the outfits and stuff, but it was a little less interesting. My focus here is on Bones and Spock for sure, as well as Zarabeth, whatever her name was. She was really pretty. I loved her outfit too, even though it was a little scraggly and caveman-y. It was just very interesting because I was thinking and saying out loud how it's so cool to see how these 3 will always put themselves in danger if it means saving the other 2. And then we go from that to Spock is about to murder McCoy. What a complete turnaround. And now it's just dawning on me that that's it. And we still have more adventures with these characters, like I said, but like, this is the end of a chapter. The first chapter. And I feel like that's gonna be really hard for me. I've seen every episode of Star Trek the original series, and there's no more. This show needed more. This show needed more love back then. It needed more seasons. Stupid networks changing their time slot, chasing Gene Roddenberry away, or however the heck it happened. I don't know exactly, but that's it. I'm just looking at the Wikipedia page that I've been using to keep track of what episode I'm on, and there's no more. Well, like I have been saying, this isn't the end for me and for these characters, but this is the end of this series, and this is what started it all. The beginning of this vision of a society in our future that has progressed to the point where we don't fight amongst ourselves anymore, and we're just trying to explore and connect with other species across the galaxy. What an idea. There was nothing like this back in those days, and I don't think there's really anything quite like this today or since. Obviously, I haven't seen the other Star Trek series, but from my limited perspective, Star Trek the original series is really special. It's hopeful. It's optimistic. It teaches us how to be better, how to think with more compassion. Try not to get too emotional. I think I need to save some of these tears for the movies and stuff, but I'm really happy that I have started this journey. I'm just mad that it's taken me this long to actually finally get around to this, cuz I told you guys way at the beginning that I've always been interested in Star Trek, but I just never had the motivation or the guidance to really start it. And you guys have helped me a lot. Those of you on my Patreon that voted for the Wrath of Khan, the like 2 or 3 of you guys, Soulblazer, Max, and maybe 1 or 2 others. Look what you did. Thank you guys. I don't know what my dad's relationship with the original series was specifically. I want to say that he did watch it, that maybe even he grew up with it, but it's just not something that I was made aware of. I know that he watched The Next Generation, and I know that he watched some of the stuff after that as well, but unfortunately that's not something that I can ever really know. But I have to think that he did watch all these, like, he would have loved them. And maybe given the opportunity, after I had, gotten out of high school and maybe sometime in my adulthood, we would have watched these together. And I guess this is the closest that we can get to that. Anyways, I guess I will be at some point soon starting to work on my top 10 episodes of season 3, which I know there's going to be a lot of episodes that will be considered for that, because there was a lot of episodes in season 3 that I really enjoyed, this one included. This is one of them. Also a top 5 or top 10 outfits for some of the ladies of Star Trek. And then we'll be moving on to the animated series, and I hope you guys will stick around for that, even if it's not really your thing, and just hang out in the movies waiting room or the Next Generation waiting room or whatever you're waiting for, or maybe Star Trek Continues. I don't know how many people are going to be interested in that, but I hope there will be a lot of you, because I don't think Star Trek Continues has really, I haven't really looked, but I'm not sure if anybody's really reacted to those here. I think the guys over at the Target Audience did 1 episode recently. I think I saw the thumbnail for that. But anyways, I'm gonna do all the episodes, and we're just gonna enjoy this ride and savor it, and we're not rushing. So hope you guys are okay with that. And I gotta go. It's late. It's like almost midnight. But thank you guys for being here, and tell me what Star Trek the original series means to you as a whole, and just anything that you can tell me about it, how it makes you feel, and how it maybe changed you as a person, what you learned from it. And we're gonna have a lot, and be able to have a lot more discussions, because I'm gonna be doing this for a while, probably forever. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care until then. Goodbye.